What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Taking a bit of a break from working on my Unkillable Clan Boss team on my main account to jump over on the free-to-play. Today we're going to be talking about speed tuning for early arena and also talking about High Khatun. I did a guide on her a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to go a little bit more in depth with her. And since I have this newer free-to-play account, which is only on day 34 here, we actually did just get High Khatun a couple days ago. So I've been working on leveling her up to 40. I wanted to save the gearing process for her for this video actually. So what we're going to do tonight, we're actually going to go in and we're going to gear High Khatun. We're going to put her into an arena team and we're going to test it out and kind of hopefully see how the speed tuning works. So this is mostly if you're a newer player to the game, you're just starting on your free-to-play account or your regular account. Chances are High Khatun is going to be the best speed lead you're going to get early on. She's a login reward champion you get at day 30. I talk about her all the time because, quite honestly, as a login reward champion that you're guaranteed to get, she is an amazing epic champion, and she's definitely worth building up. Mainly because of her Rally the Horde skill, which does an increased speed buff on all allies, and also because she has a 19% ally speed aura in all battles, which is very good, especially for early on in the game. She's got some other decent skills. She does have some turn meter reduction here on her Shamanic Lightning. She also has decreased speed debuff on her A1, so some other decent skills there, but really you want her for this Rally the Horde ability. But we are actually going to gear her. You can see she does not have any gear at all right now, so we're going to be building her in a full speed set and seeing how much we can get out of her. Now, I've sort of already been planning this out. If we go down to our speed gear, you can see I have a bunch of pieces already leveled up. And this is why I talk about how it's so important when you get to that brutal campaign as an early player to go ahead and farm stage 6 so you can get a bunch of speed gear that you can put on all of your champions. As you're going to see in this video, we have 4 champions we're going to put into this arena team, and you're going to probably be surprised at how fast some of them are already at level, not level, but only 30 days into the account. So let's kind of talk about what we're going to do here. So we're going to have High Khatun as our speed lead. Our next champion is going to be War Maiden, mainly because of her Crumbling Blast, which is a decreased defense AoE attack. Basically, we want this to go as our basically like our first attack on the enemy team. We want it to be that decreased defense. So that's going to make our nuker be able to hit really hard when they go. And so the person that's going to go after War Maiden is going to be Galek. We've built him. He's our starter, so he's the most progressed champion we have so far. He's got a couple of big hitting AoE attacks. We've got him built up already close to 100% crit rate, so he's going to hit pretty hard even though his crit damage is not that high yet. So that's going to be our strategy early on, to get that decreased defense in and then hit a big attack right after it to hopefully take out the enemy team. And then on this account, we're going to try our 4th is going to be Diabolist, and that's mainly because she's going to be able to boost our speed even faster. She, I believe, is going to be going 2nd in this team, so our speed is going to be hopefully a lot faster than the enemy team. And this is going to be a team we can use to get out of bronze and start farming some medals in the arena. So, talking a little bit about how this works here, you're going to see High Khatun has a speed aura which gives a 19% boost in all battles. Now that actually applies to the base speed, which her base speed is 97 right now. That'll actually go up higher when she gets to level 60. But for example, her base speed is 97. That aura would give her an extra 18.4 speed, so you add that together, so her base speed is about 115.4. And then you add your gear on top of that, whatever bonus you get from your gear, and that's going to give you your overall speed for that character. So we had to kind of do a little work here because you'll notice that Galek, for example, has 103 base speed, which is really good. So his starting base speed with the aura is actually about 122.57. So he's actually faster because of that higher base speed. So we have to speed tune each character in the rotation to get them to go where you want them to go. It's kind of like your clan boss. If you're trying to build those unkillable teams or speed tune your clan boss team, you're going to be doing the same thing for your arena team. Hopefully, if you're not going to be very effective in farming the arena, especially because speed is so important. Diabolist also posed a little bit of an issue here because her base speed, even at level 40, is 105. So again, very fast champion. We had some good gear on her as well. Now what I went and did already on her is I did drop her speed down, exchanged a gear piece out. I think that was like -4 speed on her overall build. Once she's built out with the High Khatun aura, she'll be going right about 207.9. It's going to be her top speed with that aura applied. So she will be going second. The gear I've already picked out for High Khatun is going to have us going at like 208.3, I think. So she'll go first, Diabolos to go second, apply that speed up, and then we'll have War Maiden go. She's going to be around 202.4, and then Galek will go last at 198.5. So I've actually already figured out all of their statistics, what we're going to have to hit there. So again, you can kind of see she's already at 188. That's not with that 19% aura applied, obviously. That's going to go up, like I said, this will be about 207.9 when that aura kicks in. So hopefully when we get High Khatun built here, what's going to happen is we'll go into the arena. High Khatun will go first, and the other thing about this team is it's auto-friendly. We want the team to be auto-friendly so we're not having to do a lot of work. She'll use Rally the Horde first, which will fill everyone's turn meter, and then Diabolos will go next, and she should use Electric Storm, which increases the 30% increased speed buff on everybody. War Maiden will usually use Crumbling Blast as her auto attack unless there's only one enemy. So she'll use Crumbling Blast first to apply that decreased defense, and then Galek will usually use it's one of his 2 AoEs. I can't remember which one it is, but he uses one that has a chance to hit everybody. So that's usually how we nuke them down there. So, but that's enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get into High Khatun and go ahead and find her pieces that we've already rolled. And that's, again, like I said, it's important to build up your speed gear and be rolling this gear when you get it to see. Like, for example, this piece here is going to be the weapon we stick on her. You see it was attack and it hit speed as the first one, so we knew we'd get a roll on speed with an uncommon weapon. Now, unfortunately, we did get a couple of purple epic weapons, but none of them rolled with the speed on it, so not great for her. So we're going to go ahead and slap that on there, even though it's only level 8. We do have, I believe, we got lucky on, I think this was from the dragon, we got a legendary helmet, which did hit speed twice, unfortunately, not more than that, but that should be okay for us. So we're going to throw that on there. Now you see, that already boosted her speed up 29, because this speed set gives you a 12% bonus to your base speed for every 2 pieces you put on. And that's why when you're using an arena lead with the speed aura, it's important just to put them in 6 speed pieces. Even if some of these pieces didn't roll speed, we'd still be sticking them on her to get the benefit of her base speed and that speed aura. Alright, so shield, I think we have to use this common shield. Thankfully it did roll speed on the second roll. And let's see, we have some gloves here that have not much, but you know, it's all going to add up. 7 speed on the gloves. We have a chest plate that has 8 speed. I don't think speed, that one rolled 3, but that's not very good, so we're going to stick with this one. We don't really care about the primary stats either. You'll notice these gloves, I think, they're attack, they're not crit rate. When you're first starting out in the arena, you just want 6 speed pieces that have speed substats. We're not really caring too much about what the primary stat is right now. Now, the cool thing is we did get a set of 5-star speed boots that dropped from the dragon. Unfortunately, they did roll resistance 3 times, so I was hoping they would have hit accuracy or crit rate for her, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and go with these because they're already ranked up to 14. This is where the biggest boost to your speed is usually going to come from, is the boots. So you want to make sure you're putting those on. Your arena champion has a set of speed boots. And that's, like I said, you can go into stage 6 and you can just farm the stage that drops the boots over and over and over again on Brutal until you get a couple pairs of 5-star or 4-star speed boots. We do not have any accessories for her yet because we really have not gotten into the spider yet on this account. It's a little too early for that, but we're going to go ahead and go with this here. Now, I don't believe I do have a little bit of silver. I don't really know if I want to waste that right now because, like I said, we're not really relying on her to attack. We just want her to be applying that turn meter boost there. So you can see just with that gear put on, she's already at 197 speed, and it's not even great gear. And that's why I said it's so important. Farm this speed gear because now we have 4 champions on this account right now, which are already right around 200 speed, which is for early game is pretty amazing. Alright, now I did farm some masteries for her as well. We'll go ahead and go into this here. Since we are using her in the arena and she may have to go, we are going to go ahead and go with the crit rate. And she does have the one ability that can apply the turn meter down on the enemy team, so we're going to go ahead and give her a little bit of accuracy on the support tree. And we'll go ahead and go with crit damage over here. And I think, yeah, we can go ahead and take that one there. And we don't have any more scrolls, so that's going to be it for the masteries. So that's pretty much it. We've got the speed set on her, and we're ready to go try it out in arena. Now, I have not done my dailies yet on my free-to-play account here, so let's just go in and see what kind of page it's going to give us. I think we have a full-on page. We got a couple of teams here. Now, the cool thing is, too, once you get High Khatun, you're 30 days in, you're probably still going to be somewhere in Bronze 1 or Bronze 2. It's really difficult to progress in the arena early on without the speed lead because you're going to get cut in all the time by these other teams. And getting cut in basically means you may have 1 or 2 fast champions on your team, but the other team may have ones that are faster that cut into your rotation, so you don't get to go 4 turns in a row right at the beginning. And that's basically our goal with this team, is to go 4 turns in a row so that we're just knocking out the enemy team really quick. This would be a good test here first because they have a High Khatun and they have an Apothecary. So basically, it's kind of like our Diabolic situation. High Khatun is going to go first. She's going to boost her turn meter. Apothecary is probably going to go second and add even more speed to that team. And then they've got Padma, who's a really good nuker. And they do have a Shaman here, I guess, to try to revive anybody. They're at 42k, so that's going to be kind of tough. You know, this is the other problem too with bronze. You're going to run into teams like this all the time. It's actually harder to get out of bronze and silver right now than it is to just kind of stay and farm gold 4. It's kind of funny how that works, but that is how the state of arena is right now. You know what? Actually, before we do this, let me go in here. I was farming potions earlier tonight, but I don't think I got any for... No, I still don't have any spirit potions. Okay, cool. So, all right, let's go back to arena, and we'll see how we can do on this page. If anything, this should give you an idea, hopefully, of how the rotation works. So it looks like we are fast enough to go first. So you should go High Khatun, Diabolist, War Maiden, and then Galek should be the order this goes in. And you can see there we got the speed boost. We dropped the defense down. Galek hit them, but unfortunately not hard enough. So yeah, this is going to be a tough matchup just because their champions are built a little bit better than ours right now. You can see that it's just too much of a power difference for us to overcome. But you got an idea there of how the rotation goes with the speed. So let's see. God, another 53,000. Some of these teams in bronze is hilarious. And so I'm kind of glad we're getting to see this here, so you can kind of see how this goes. You can see we just can't do enough damage to them right now. And this Kale is probably gonna wipe us right here. No, he didn't kill War Maiden, but. Alright, so unfortunately, the speed tune is working, but we're going to have to pick on some of these lower tier teams to start getting some medals here. And that's kind of the thing, if you see some teams that you don't think you could beat when you're early in the game like this, I kind of knew I wouldn't beat either one of these, but I just wanted to show you guys the rotation. Don't waste your tokens on teams like that. Try to find something like this where you can just pick on one person or a lower power team that you can use to basically just level up your medals and get your Great Hall going. You see, even like this, I mean, Kale is just, he's insane. That's why everybody picks Kale first, because he does so much. You know, he hits hard in the arena. Even Kale, like 1v4, he can almost take your team out, so something to be mindful of. But we're just kind of showing here how the rotation works. You can see we've got that going pretty nice. We should be able to use that pretty well. Wow, we're going to get... Oh, okay, good. Our Gaelic was more powerful. Looked like we were going to get destroyed there, but... Alright, so we got another team here. They've got a High Khatun with a Spirit Host. Now, again, the other cool thing, too, is if you're still like a week or two into the game, if you farmed up a Spirit Host, you can use her kind of with this same method. Or even in this case, we do have a Mother Superior who has the increased speed aura. But really, not until you get High Khatun, unless you just had some crazy good pulls from your shards, you're probably not going to have a better speed lead. But yeah, even if we don't win these matches here, you can see it's just kind of cool to see how the rotation works. Now, unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to do too well here unless Galek just comes through with some big hits. This is going to be tough. He might be able to take out a couple. He does have that lifesteal set, so this is going to be close. I think he's going to do it. All right, there we go. Sometimes you pull it out by the skin of your teeth, so a win is a win. We will take it. And let's see what else we have on this page. This is pretty interesting. Anytime you see an Apothecary, you kind of got to be careful because he does a lot. He heals, he applies speed. But this is also showing you guys it is tough, even getting out of bronze. You know, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you're stuck in bronze. Your account's terrible." No, it's not really the truth. Unfortunately, a lot of late game players are kind of out of touch with the actual state of the arena. The arena did get kind of quote unquote fixed for a little while, where they were putting bot teams every couple of pages, but I honestly don't see those much anymore. So I think Plarium may have removed those. They actually said it was that they weren't really bots. They were inactive accounts or lost accounts, you know, that were just kind of stuck in those areas. But I don't think that's the case. But yeah, it's tough to get out of bronze. So don't feel bad if you're not doing too well. Like stuff like that happens where you know your team goes first and gets a full rotation and you just get wiped out by the enemy kill. So I don't know if we'll be able to beat any more of these. Might be able to win this match here. Let's try this out. And it's unfortunate too, because I know there's a lot of people that don't really enjoy the PvP aspects of these games, having to fight in the arena. But unfortunately in Raid, it's very important to do the arena because it is tied directly. You see here we're getting, where is it? Here we go. We're getting the bronze medals. It's very important, like I said. Let's go ahead and refresh the list and see if we get any other teams we can pick on. Maybe the solo Galek here for our last token. The arena is tied directly into your Great Hall, which is basically tied into your account progression. Also the Arbiter missions, which you can level up to get Arbiter Legendary Champion. A lot of it is tied into arena. So let's go back out here. And we got a couple of wins there, not too bad. 70%. We want that to be right between 80 and 90. But you can see here, every time we get up to 50 bronze medals, we can then open up another area of our Great Hall. And accuracy is usually the one you want to try to focus on. Accuracy and crit damage to me are they're usually the two hardest statistics to build early in the game. So accuracy probably number one for most people. Crit damage is also good to level up early. I'm not really going to get into Great Hall because it's up for discussion kind of how you want to build your Great Hall, but accuracy really, most people will say accuracy is pretty much the most important statistic in this game. Until you get into later game and just have crazy good gear, that's going to help you be able to gear champions a little bit easier if you have the accuracy built up in your Great Hall. Also for clan boss, that crit damage, all these stats are going to help you. So at some point you eventually want to have everything leveled up, but you want to focus on key areas when you have a free-to-play or a low-spend account, because you're probably not going to be farming arena that much. You can see there we did do our 10 tokens, but early in the game when you're in bronze, you're only getting basically one token. You might get 4 if you get to bronze 4. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 for every level you're in. It's going to be slow going at the start, so just keep that in mind. But you do need to do the arena, do all 10 of your tokens every single day, just to get that done, because you are going to get obviously your daily quest finished for the 5, and then if you do the other 5, there's a chance to get more medals. But when you come down to these missions here that you have to progress to get Arbiter, you can see here there's going to be ones that are tied into the arena that you have to do before you can fully progress through these. And the arena missions are usually pretty difficult. I mean, these first couple are really no big deal. Although I think you do have to win 10 medals. That's pretty easy. 10 battles. Great Hall bonus. There's so many of these you have to do. Defeat 35 champions. And these are not retroactive, so you have to do these when you get to the mission. So reach bronze 3 is the first one that's going to be kind of difficult. You have to do in order to get this first stage of the Arbiter missions done. And then eventually you do have to progress to silver and gold as you go through these. So just to give you an idea, arena is a very important aspect of this game. And like I was saying, you definitely want to make sure that your champions are speed tuned for the arena so that you can get a full rotation in before the enemy team and hopefully knock them out before they can fight back. That's kind of the goal you want to go for early on in the game. If you can get, like I said, focus on 4 champions for this and build them up so you have 200 plus speed early in the game. You have that speed gear, even if it's not the greatest speed gear. It's going to pay dividends for you in the arena. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this look at basic speed tuning and High Khatun. Really wanted to get this video out there to kind of help people a little bit out earlier in the game when they're struggling in the arena and kind of give them an idea of what they can do with just even the basic speed tuning. So if you guys have any questions about anything in the video, feel free to leave them down below and I'll do my best to get to those. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you again next time.